Yeah, good day guys, welcome back to Don's graphics design training, where today we shall be designing a social media business flyer on our Pixellab application. So we're going to be designing this business flyer for social media ads, and we shall be doing that using our Android smartphone through the Pixellab application. Stay with me, I will show you how to design this simple yet awesome design on your Pixellab application. And if you are still a newbie on Pixellab, this tutorial promises to be helpful. But you are also a professional, you might also learn some new amazing tips on this particular tutorial. So kindly watch with us till the very end. If you are coming across our channel for the first time, please kindly subscribe, turn the notification bell on so that you are always informed when we put new and amazing tutorials. Now let's begin our design. And the first thing I want to do is to click on background setting to change the background color. So you can change the background color to a brown. We want something like a brown for our background. Click on the check mark to continue. After doing that, you are going to import. So we are going to import this gray brown background that I have with me here. Then just size it up to fit so well on our design interface. Then go to relative position and tack it to the middle. After doing that, come to opacity, click on your opacity and reduce the opacity so well to just about 8, and click on the check mark to continue. Now go to layer and lock it up so that it cannot interrupt when we are doing or bringing other elements. Now the next thing that we need to do is to bring in the logo. Remember I said this is for a shoe brand, so I'm going to import the logo, and this is the logo for this shop that we shall be using. So here is the logo, Comfort Shoes. I actually designed this logo also on my Pixellab application. That will be a tutorial for another day. So we place the logo here comfortably, and after doing that, click on shapes, select a circle. Okay, so but before we do that, before we do the shape, let's import first of all the shoe element that we are designing for. So it's a leather shoe, and this is the shoe. I will leave the link to these images on the video description so you can easily download it from there. So after placing it here, the next thing I want us to do is to click on shapes now and bring in a circle. Then go to color, click on the plus button to select my color. So we're going to pick the color using a color picker. So just click on color picker, then we're choosing the color from the shoe. So choose this brown color from the shoe, and as you choose, just check here on this color monitor to see the color that you are choosing. And once you have this brown, you can click OK, and good, we have this. So reduce the size of the circle a bit, position it like this, and go to layer, then send it back. How do you send it back? By clicking on these 8 dots here, long press on them and push it to the back of the shoe element so that it can stand just like this. Then use your position button to plumb it so well. So we have something like this, it's fine. And the next thing that I want us to do is to go to shapes once again, choose a circle, then go now to gradient, click on gradient, and after clicking on gradient, click on the plus button. Then you see this white color. We are going to reduce the opacity of the white color simply by clicking here and also here. So first of all we click here, then we click here to adjust or to edit that color, then we reduce the opacity completely and we click OK. Now after clicking OK, come up here and choose this radial pattern, actually the foot. Then what you are going to do is to swap this by clicking here. Let's swap the positioning of the colors. Good. Now bring this carefully closer to this. So what we want to create here is a shadow effect. This is a simple way that you can create a shadow effect on your Pixellab application. So just click OK, and as you can see, we have our shadow. Now we are going to compress it just like this. Then we position it here. Can you see now that the shoe is casting a shadow? Awesome. Then we are going to copy it, and after copying it, we can rotate it like this and position it here. So let's even reduce the size of this shadow. It should be smaller, maybe just to about 35, and we place it here also. Good. Now it's time for us to write some certain essential things, of course typography. So we are going to click here. So we are going to click on new text and write get a comfortable. Get a comfortable. Just leave it like that. Then position it here and go to color. Let's give it a somewhat orange color. Great. Now after giving it the orange color, go to font, and we can change this font into a much better font. So I want to use a font called Cabin Bold. Let me just search for the font. Alright, so this is the font Cabin Bold. Then we are going to reduce the size a bit. Then make sure that everything is plumped up with the logo. Okay guys, so after writing get a comfortable, the next thing we want to write is leather footwear. So we are going to double tap now on this new text to write leather footwear, and this should be in capital letters, of course. Then go to color, change this color to brown, the same brownish color that we extracted from the shoe, and proceed to your font to use this nice Stretch Pro font. So there is this font here that I would love you to use for this particular text. So we're using the Stretch Pro font. So just click on it, and boom, we have this text. Now convert the paragraph. Can you see? Just make it to be 2 lines and position it like so. Awesome. So after doing this, let's bring in now the different footwears that they deal with. So we're going to click on new text, and but before we click on new text, I would love us to go to shapes, select a square, reduce the size drastically, then go to color. Let's give this square shape an orange color. So an orange color is good for that. Then reduce the size a bit to just about 2, then push it down a bit as well. Good. Now go to text and write. So they deal with leather. Now go to color and give it the same brown color. Then go to your font, and the font we want to use here is the Rockford Sans Light. Then you can click OK, and reduce the size. Then use your position to plumb it up. Let's reduce the size further to just about 30. Good. So we have leather. Now go to layer and copy this shape. Click on this shape on this pen icon. Then what you're going to do next is to click here to copy this shape. So after copying the shape, go to position and move it carefully and make sure that it plumps up with the first orange shape. Everything has to be aligned, because the principle of alignment is very important as far as these stuffs are concerned. So after letters we have covered palms. So covered palms are just another brand of shoe or another design of shoe that this shop they deal with. So we have covered palms. Just make sure that everything is positioned like this. Then go to layer once again, repeat the same procedure, copy the shape, use your relative position to even move it faster. Okay, then use position to align it. Remember, you have to align these stuffs here so carefully. So I'm going to copy this text again and write shoes. Okay, then bring it down and align it also like so. Then we're not done yet. Copy the shape once again, use relative position to bring it even faster, then go to your position button and make sure that everything is aligned. Please, as you follow the tutorial, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more other amazing content. Thank you so much. So we're going to leave this like this, but then we're going to copy this. Okay, so we're going to copy this and write orders. So write orders, then you make use of your position button. You have to make use of this position button to make sure that everything is so perfectly aligned. Alright, so everything must be perfectly aligned here. Use your position button so carefully, and I think this is just fine. So the next thing that we're going to do is to bring in a shape that we can use to add a call to action button. So we're clicking here and we select this square, reduce the size, then increase the radius to about 50 and give it this same brownish color. Okay, good. So we can have something like this. Then go to shape once again, select a circle, reduce the opacity completely to 0, increase the stroke width to about 4 and give it a white color. And what you're going to do is to reduce the size of the stroke, reduce the size of the shape, and position it like this. Now let's increase the stroke width a bit to about 5, and we can leave it this way. Use your position button to make sure that everything is aligned. Great. Now the next thing that we're going to do is to go to layer, select the two shapes that you are just from creating, this and this, then you click here to mesh them up. We are going to mesh it, then go to erase color, enable it and increase the tolerance a bit so that it can erase that white color. Good, so that we have something like this. Now what we are going to do is to copy. We are going to copy this text, then we write contact us and put it in capital letters, then we reduce the size. So after reducing the size, we are going to change the color to white. And after changing the color to white, just make sure that this fits so well into this shape. And next thing we are going to do now is to bring in a call to action button. Very important. Well, we're going to bring the call icon. Then we change the color of this call action, this call icon, to brown. And use your position button to move it down this way. Then reduce the size to just about 4. Use your position button to make sure that it's also aligned with every other thing. So after having this, you need to copy this text and write a contact number, +237 650 98. So this is acting as a call, the call button that can easily allow clients to reach this brand. Great. So after having this, the background appears to me to be too blank, so I need to bring in some distractions that can make the entire work pop up. So I'm going to bring in some nice distractive elements that can help make our design more beautiful. And here I have one of them. This is exactly it. What I'm going to do is to reduce the size, then I position it like so. Now change the color to brown. So after changing the color to brown, you can copy it again, then reduce the size further, position it here, and go to shadow, enable shadow for this. You can increase the shadow, the blur radius to about 15. And what you're going to do is to copy this so that we have 2 of them, and carefully position it here. So you can bring this here, and position it like so. Great. Alright, so with this, guys, it's a wrap for our leather footwear business flyer design on the Pixellab application. Drop your comments on this particular tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as we keep bringing more amazing contents to you. Thank you so much.